Is manifestation even real? Can you really ask for something and have it appear into this reality? Is it really manifesting, or is it simply just putting in the work? These were questions that I would constantly ask myself when I was first introduced into manifestation. It didn't really make sense to me how I could just think of something and then suddenly it just appears. It didn't make sense to me how someone could ask for abs and then without any hard work, it just appears and it's given to them. If I was told about manifestation 2 years ago, I probably would have thought that person was an absolute psycho. But taking it back to the time when I was first introduced into manifestation, I really wanted to believe in it. I wanted to trust and believe in manifestation, but there was no proof or experience for me to back that belief up until I read these two books that changed my perspective, until I came upon this realization for myself. Yo, what is going on everybody? Jafet here, back with another video. In today's video we're talking about manifestation. So if you're new to manifestation and you really want help reinforcing your belief, then hopefully by the end of this video has helped you out in some type of way. So bringing it back to what I said before, the two books that helped change my perspective on manifestation is these two books right here. The Last Law of Attraction book that you'll ever need to read by Andrew Capp, and Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. I'm still reading this, but this book has helped me out a lot, and these both, they've done their bit. I'm still reading it, but it's still helping. If you want a copy of those two books, I'm gonna have the links of them below, but I want to go over a story from Think and Grow Rich. It's actually the first chapter of the book, and I want to share this story because I feel like it's a bit insightful. So the story is about a man who taught his way into a partnership with someone that he really wanted to work under. But there's already two names given to the characters. I'm just going to give them my own names. So the man who taught himself into the partnership, I'm going to call him Luke. And the owner of the business, I'm going to call him Mike. So Luke and Mike, okay. Now, at some point in time, Luke finally discovered, he came upon a realization of how powerful his thoughts can actually be. And this realization didn't come straight away, it came little by little. But it all started with a burning desire to be a business associate of Mike. Now, one of the biggest characteristics of Luke is that his desire was definite. He knew exactly what he wanted. He wanted to work with Mike. He didn't want to work for Mike. He wants to work with Mike. When this desire came to him, when the impulse of thought first flashed into his mind, the problem was he was in no position to act upon it. There was two problems that stood in his way. The first one was he didn't personally know who Mike was, and Mike didn't even know he existed. The second one was he didn't have enough money to pay his rail fare to go to New Jersey, where Mike was located. Now, those two difficulties are strong enough to discourage the majority of people from even trying to attempt to carry out the desire. But Luke had a burning desire. Luke's desire was definite. He knew exactly what he wanted. He was so determined to find a way to carry out this desire, and he was willing to take any means necessary to get there. And that mindset is what helped him eliminate the second problem, because he decided to travel to New Jersey on a freight train. When he finally got to New Jersey, he presented himself at Mike's lab and he announced that he had come there to go into business with the inventor. Although he looked like an ordinary guy and was an ordinary guy, Mike still saw the determination in his eyes and he gave him the opportunity that he asked for. And of course, Luke didn't get the partnership on his first interview. He didn't get the partnership straight away, but he was given the chance and opportunity to work towards the partnership. It gave him a chance to work at Mike's offices at a nominal wage, and of course he was working for Mike, which is what he didn't want to do, but he knew that this was an opportunity for him to eventually work with Mike because he could display his skills and his merchandise where his partner could actually see it. Months go by and Luke is still working under Mike, but he still didn't change his mind. His desire was definite. He knew exactly what he wanted. And because he knew exactly what he wanted, he was constantly intensifying the desire to become Mike's business associate. Psychologists have correctly said that when one is ready for a certain thing, that thing puts in its appearance. Luke never said to himself that, oh, it's starting to look like I'm not going to get this partnership with Mike, so I'm just going to try for a salesman job. But Luke said to himself that I came here to go into business with Mike, and I'll do that even if it takes the remainder of my life. He truly meant it, and eventually Luke perfected an office machine. But his salesmen didn't believe in the machine. They didn't think that the machine could sell good enough without any hard work. But Luke believed in the machine. Luke believed that it could sell. He believed that that machine was going to take the company to a whole different level. So he presented the idea to Mike, and Mike gave him the chance and the opportunity to sell it. With that one chance, that one opportunity, that opportunity changed Luke's life. He sold the machine. He sold it so successfully that Mike even gave him a contract to distribute it and sell it across the whole nation. It was selling so successfully that Mike was so proud of Luke, and Mike eventually gave Luke what he was asking for, and those two finally became a partnership. It took Luke a while, but he finally got his desire. He finally achieved his dream of becoming a business associate of Mike. He literally taught himself into a partnership with Mike. He taught himself into a fortune. He started off with absolutely nothing except the capacity to know what he wanted and the determination to go after what he wanted. He had no money to begin with. He couldn't even pay his rail fare to go to New Jersey. He had no influence, but he had the initiative to take action and to take action to win. He wanted to win. He had the desire. His desire was definite. And that's the story of a man who taught himself into a partnership with someone that he wanted to work with. Notice how it started from a thought pattern. It started from a single thought pattern backed by belief, trust, and faith. Now, as I said, if you want a copy of these books, I have the links to them in the description down below. Going back to what I said at the beginning of the video of what also helped me reinforce my belief for manifestation was the realization that I came upon. And that realization was manifestation is all about feeling and effort, not hard work. I don't like using the word work because manifestation is about feeling, and if you start to feel like it's work, then that's a problem. It's all about the effort. If you want more money, start off by thinking about it. Visualize yourself with the money. Visualize yourself receiving the money. Pay attention to how you feel with the money. Then speak it out into existence as if you already have the money. Write it down even if you have to multiple times, because repetition is key. Then start putting in the effort and consistency to receive your desire. Do your part to the best that you can, and let whatever higher power you believe in do the rest for you behind the scenes, which can be God, the universe, your higher self, or whatever else you believe in. Once again, notice how it started from a thought pattern and was then manifested into reality through belief, effort, and consistency. If you think about it, everything in life is a thought. Not that type of thought. There we go, that's better. I'm clipping that out the video. At some point in time, bikes never existed, but the thought of having the bikes is what brought it into this world. Shoes never existed, but because they were thought about, they were made. Ronaldo wasn't always a professional football player, or soccer if you're American, but because he thought about it, he's now one of the greatest football players alive. Hopefully you get what I'm implying, but in layman's terms, I'm basically saying our thoughts create our reality, and our feelings towards those thoughts is what gives the thoughts energy, which helps it manifest into this reality. Damn, bit of a tongue twister there, I'm not gonna lie. So in short, yes, manifestation is very real, and we are constantly manifesting, whether you believe it or not. Every thought that you give energy to, which in other words you pay attention to or react to, will most likely manifest itself. An example of this is if you're going out somewhere and you think about seeing a certain person, and then all of a sudden that person appears, and now you're in your head saying, wow, I just thought about them. Yeah, buddy, that's a manifestation. You can call it a coincidence if you want, but not everyone believes in coincidences. So if you're still struggling with believing in manifestation, then I suggest you try out this exercise. And that's to sit with your eyes closed and think and visualize about seeing a colored car of your choice. It can be any color, but in this case we'll just say a yellow car because it's a rare car color to see. Visualize yourself in the situation and actually put yourself in the situation with your five senses. You know, what can you feel? What can you hear? What can you taste? What can you smell? And of course, what can you see? can you see the yellow car? Do this for about 5 minutes and let go of it. After that, just let go of it, forget about it, and just take your mind off it. If you go outside a lot, I guarantee you will see a yellow car. And if you see the car, you'll know you manifested it. It's gonna feel natural. And obviously, if you're not out the house a lot, then it might be a bit harder for you to see a yellow car because you're not going outside unless it pulls up in your driveway or something. So try out the exercise for yourself and see it for yourself. Manifestation can be and is much deeper than what I talked about. And it is a bit tricky at first, but once you get your head around it, you should be fine. And that's it for today. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment and subscribe down below, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss an upload from me. And yeah, I don't really have anything else to say, which I usually do at the end of my videos, but I will say, if you made it this far into the video, I appreciate you. Thank you. You the real MVP. That's it for me today. I'm gonna see y'all in my next video. Peace.